Good day on Car and Driver Television. It's the ready-to-race Mustang direct from the factory. The very hot Cobra R. Plus, a look back at the last of the hand-built Rolls. The Silver Cloud is classic Car and Driver. And then what to drive when you're taking 5 friends to the game or across country. StarCraft has the answer. Those stories and more in this week's edition of Car and Driver Television.
It's helmet time with the fastest Mustang Ford has ever built. Exactly what John Coletti promised when we first saw the 2000 Cobra R late last year. At the SEMA show, Coletti wouldn't tell us what was under the hood. Now he's not only opened the hood, he's opened up a track to prove this limited edition Mustang is in fact a factory-built, race-ready sports car. Phoenix at Firebird Raceway, and the first chance to feel the power of the fastest production Mustang ever built. But even standing still, the Cobra R makes a statement with its signature parts. The rear wing, the splitter on the nose, the 18-inch 5-spoke mags mounting BFG's new KD tires, showing so little tread you are warned about running in the wet, and that bulging hood.
The hood, very simple reason for it. We needed to cover the motor. We needed the clearance. I mean, the stock hood did not cover this motor.
There were doubts that this motor would fit at all, but it's in the Mustang Bay, the 5.4-liter iron block normally found in the F-150, but done with custom 4-valve heads that flow way more air than the Cobra heads. And then that huge plenum on top concealing velocity stacks.
I mean, this is it's a big box plenum to cover, but this is a serious piece of hard work.
But that's only the beginning. Then add Carrillo billet rods, aluminum flywheel, custom headers, Borla exhaust, and Coletti officially estimates the horsepower at 385 with 385 pound-feet of torque. Truth is, there's more like 400 horses here, with more than 360 dynoed at the rear axle, and with a 0 to 60 time of 4.7 on the way to the quarter mile in 13.2 at 110 miles per hour. But the Cobra R is designed to dominate a road course, to teach the Camaros and Firebirds a thing or two. That's why there are Brembo 4-piston calipers up front that come with a cooling kit, plus higher rate springs controlled by Bilstein shocks. That work in the BFG tires produces 1.02 Gs in the corners. Amazing stick for a pony car. And inside, you stay stuck in the Recaro racing seats, facing a dash with new instruments, a speedo calibrated to 180, which the Cobra R can come close to burying with a top speed of 175 miles per hour. That would be running in 6th gear with the T56 Tremec stirred by the B&M Ripper shifter under the spot where you don't get a radio below the heat controls with no air. The formula is simple. If you don't need it to go fast, it isn't here. If you do need it, it is.
They got the McLeod flywheel. They got the shifter. They got the Brembo brakes. They got the Recaro seats. And the list goes on and on and on. And they sit there and say, well, what do I have to buy? Nothing. Right? Just go race.
That's a suggestion you don't have to make twice to Bob Bondurant, who was quick to roll out for a few laps to sample the power, while suspension engineers Louis Jarmail and Mark Ditko kept an eye on his moves with real-time telemetry reported back from the car.
You can watch your vehicle speed and watch your throttle position. You know, on the straight, we're getting like 103, 104 miles an hour from straight away. So you can watch all that, and then the RPM tell when he's shifting. And down here, you can see what gear he's in. We have that calculated in here.
Yeah, we watch all the vitals. What we initially set this up for was our 24-hour events. We watch all the vitals, and that would be out for an hour at a time.
But Bob doesn't need that long to conclude this is SVE's best work yet.
Really good on. Fun car to drive.
Think Coletti did it right this time?
I think John did a great job with this car. Coletti loves this stuff.
And we've got to agree with nearly perfect weight distribution, huge cornering grip, and precise turn-in, and with brakes that just won't quit no matter how deep you run into the corners. A 2000 Cobra R is arguably the best performing production pony car ever built. But it is a limited edition with just 300 in the production run, and with the price tag required to pay for all the racing goodies. One color, one price, no options, as tested, $55,845 for the baddest car ever to carry the Mustang Cobra logo on the street or the track. There are two pieces of bad news that arrived with the Cobra R. First is that $55,000 price tag that will amaze everybody who hasn't built up a road racer with aftermarket parts. But compared to doing it that way, this is a ready-to-run bargain. The other bad news, all 300 have been allocated in a lottery to dealers, and they are presumably already sold. So it's unlikely you can buy one, but you will see them in the winner's circle, showing everybody else how it's done.